Hey, folks, can you believe it's already February? Uh, it feels like we just got over the holidays. But despite the year zooming by, I'm pretty excited. And not just because February is my birthday month, but because of some of the trends that I saw happening in January this year. So here is your state of real estate for January 2023. Whenever I talk about what's happening in the market, I do like to take a look at what's happening nationally and kind of compare that to what's happening here locally because it's not always mirrored with the national news. In fact, all of the doom and gloom that we've heard about for several months and this market crash that so many people expected to happen just hasn't happened. The signs aren't there for it. And those signs typically include high unemployment, um, high foreclosures, and inflation on the rise. And inflation was the only thing that really was in the mix that was working towards this theory. But now even that has begun to edge downward. Mortgage rates have also begun to edge downward. But overall, the triangle has typically been insulated from a lot of that national negative news that we hear, and for several reasons. One, we just remain in high demand because our economy is growing. Um, we have families moving to the area every day, and we consistently rate high in all of those best of categories. So if you look at those categories out there, like best place to live, most affordable home, best schools, whatever it is that you're looking for the best of, a lot of times you'll see the triangle on that top 10 and sometimes even near the top. So for all those reasons, I always like to, not discount what's happening nationally, but redirect people's attention to what's really happening here locally, because you get a better picture of what is going on. The other thing that I found interesting was that NerdWallet recently did a survey and found that fully 70% of those folks who intended to buy a home in 2022 did not do it. And the reasons that they cited were affordability and their offers being accepted. So, if you are a buyer or an investor looking for that second property, then that's good news for you because things are becoming a little bit more affordable as that inflation rate drops. And then, of course, all of those peripheral costs that we all have for daily life, those costs are starting to decrease as well. Now, locally, I just want to point out that as a potential buyer, you should be excited because we have more than twice as many homes available today as we did a year ago. But we don't have as many buyers now as we did a year ago. So that means less competition with more to choose from. And if you're looking at some of those homes that have been on the market for a while, they do tend to be a bit more negotiable. And sometimes the sellers of those homes are willing to work with you even further. So that's great news. Overall, those homes were seeing themselves for about 3% under the asking price. Now, if you own a home and your plan this year is to perhaps sell that home and buy the home you've been waiting for a while, your dream home, or move to a different area, there's good news for you too. Here in our office, over the past couple of weeks, we've really noticed that those homes where the sellers took heed and have worked with us to properly price the home, properly prepare it, and then make sure that it's promoted well, are seeing that in the first and second weekends, they're getting a ton of attention, a ton of visitors. Many of those homes have been going under contract within the first few days with multiple offers, many of which are over asking and still very high due diligence fees. So that just goes back to doing your homework, working with your agent to make sure that your home is truly ready for the market. So generally, that's what's going on here. I do have tons of stats and other data trends that I can share with you, but really, I'd rather just have a chat with you personally about what I'm seeing and what your goals are for the year, and maybe how I can help you achieve those. If you have any questions about what's happening nationally or locally, feel free to send me a message. I will be happy to share my insights with you. So, other than that, happy February, everybody. And And if you enjoy local fact-based information on our real estate market here locally in the Triangle, please be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell because I do load new videos every week. Thanks.